The mystery of true love. Understanding the purpose before the promise. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what truly defines love? No, not the emotional rush or the superficial attraction that seems to dominate modern relationships. But real, authentic love, the kind that is divine and purposeful. Today, I want to uncover a mystery that many overlook. True love doesn't begin with promises, it starts with purpose. We live in a world where love is often mistaken for attention, where commitment is confused with convenience, and where compatibility is seen as the ultimate goal. But love, true love, doesn't start with, "I want you." It begins with, "I found me." You see, a man cannot love you in the way you deserve if he doesn't first know who he is, where he is going, and why he exists. And so, before a man can offer you his love, he must first offer his life to purpose. A man without purpose is a risk. He may have charisma and charm, but he lacks clarity. He might offer you passion, but he cannot provide you peace. Too many women find themselves broken, not because they've encountered bad men, but because they've loved men who had good hearts but no direction. A man who doesn't know where he's headed will often use your presence to fill the emptiness inside himself. But a man with purpose doesn't date for fun. He connects for destiny. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't rush to offer you his words. He doesn't say, "I love you," on day one. No, the first thing he will say is, "Let me show you who I am becoming." He'll lay the foundation of his identity before building the house of a relationship. He'll share his mission, his vision, his values, and his God-given purpose with you. And in doing so, he's not trying to impress you. He's inviting you into something greater than both of you. This is the man who says, "Before I call you my queen, I need to make sure I'm building a kingdom that can sustain you. Before I claim you as mine, I need to make sure I belong to God first." Before he promises you forever, he makes sure that he's not leading you into confusion. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Sometimes, when a man reaches a point of deep clarity and understanding of his purpose, he may disappear for a time, not to ghost you or to play games, but to refine himself. He will withdraw, not because he's running from love, but because he's running toward his purpose. And it's in that quiet place, that secret space of self-discovery, that a man prepares himself. He becomes ready, not just to love, but to lead, ready to protect, ready to build. This kind of man doesn't return to you with empty words or poetic promises. He comes back with blueprints. He doesn't say, "Let's see where this goes." He says, "This is where I'm going. And I see you walking beside me." He doesn't need to control you. Instead, he inspires you. He doesn't pull you away from your purpose. He makes room for it within his own. Because real love is not just a feeling, it's a commitment to alignment. When a man truly loves you, his priority isn't holding your hand before he holds his calling. He understands that purpose is what qualifies a man to make promises. Until he knows who he is, he can't properly honor who you are. So let him disappear if he must. Let him seek God. Let him build in silence. If the love is real, he'll return, not as a boy seeking attention, but as a man with a mission. Now, let's dive deeper into this important truth. When a man truly loves you, the very first thing he does is not fall into emotional desire. He steps into self-examination. He takes the time to evaluate his life. He looks inward and upward before he ever looks outward. A man who truly loves you doesn't start with, "Be mine." He starts with, "Who am I?" This is a key truth that many overlook, until a man can define himself. He has no business trying to define a relationship with you. A man who moves forward without purpose will promise you forever but carry you nowhere. He will offer you words without weight, and invite you into a future that doesn't even exist because he hasn't built one yet. But a man who is anchored in vision, who understands his assignment in life, will bring structure before seduction. His love will be grounded in something deeper than mere attraction. It will be rooted in his identity and his commitment to a purpose greater than both of you. This is the man who can truly offer you a love that lasts. A love that is built on strength, trust, and mutual understanding. So, to the men reading this, ask yourself, are you this man? Are you clear about your purpose, your mission, and your identity before you try to share your life with someone else? A woman deserves to be loved by a man who knows where he is going. A man who isn't afraid to pause and find himself before rushing into a relationship. This is the kind of love that lasts, not based on fleeting emotions or empty promises, but on deep, purposeful alignment. And when you find that alignment within yourself, you will be ready to share it with someone who is equally aligned. And to the women, know that when a man is truly ready to love, he will approach you with clarity and purpose, not as someone to complete him, but as someone to partner with in the shared journey of life. He will honor your individuality, your dreams, and your identity as much as he honors his own. That's the love that builds something lasting, something worth living for. The power of purposeful love, when a man truly loves. We've already discussed how true love is grounded in purpose, but let's take that concept a step further. When a man truly loves a woman, he will bring clarity before chemistry. He won't rush into the relationship, swept up in fleeting emotions. Instead, he will introduce you to something far more meaningful, his blueprint. This man sees love not as a mere playground of fleeting desires, but as a calling, a mission that goes beyond the surface. He doesn't approach you with random affection. He approaches you with reverence. You'll know he's serious not by how loudly he expresses his feelings, but by how disciplined he becomes. He doesn't love you solely with emotions that come and go. No, he loves you with intention, with purpose, and when the calling on his life is bigger than his current capacity, he may make a decision that breaks your heart for a moment. At least, he will step back, not to abandon you, but to protect you. There are moments when the most powerful act of love is distance. It's in saying, I can't offer you confusion and call it companionship. I can't give you promises while I'm still searching for myself. So, when a man truly loves you, he will protect your destiny, even if it means removing himself from your presence. To stay while being unprepared would be selfish. To enter your life as a distraction, even with a pure heart, would be dishonoring you. So, he steps back, he isolates, he fasts, he prays, he restructures his life, not because he's running from love, but because he's running toward purpose. And yes, to you, it may feel like rejection, but to him, it's refinement. He's not ghosting you, he's guarding what you carry. He's not playing games, he's preparing the ground because deep within his spirit, he knows that you are not just a stop on his journey. You are his partner in purpose. If he mishandles you now, he might damage something sacred. So, what does he do? He disappears into development, into discipline, into devotion. He works on the man he must become to lead, love, and lift you properly. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's not emotional distance, it's spiritual depth. This is not a lack of love. This is love matured. And when love is truly from a place of God-ordained purpose, he will return, but not as the same man. He will return with vision, with order, with spiritual weight. He won't just say, I missed you. No, he will say, I made room for you. So do not mistake absence for apathy. Do not assume that distance means dismissal. Sometimes, a man steps away because he realizes your value, not because he doubts it. And until he can match what you carry, he will not risk holding you wrong. That is what love looks like when it is led by purpose and matured by patience. When a man truly loves you, his goal is not to possess you but to position you. He doesn't see you as a project to fix or a trophy to display. He sees you as a garden, full of life, beauty, and untapped potential, waiting to be cultivated, not controlled. This is the difference between someone who wants to own you and someone who wants to honor you. Ownership demands submission born from fear. Cultivation calls forth greatness through love. A man who truly loves you doesn't compete with your light. He doesn't try to dim it or make it smaller. Instead, he covers it, protects it, and nurtures it. He is not intimidated by your dreams. He is inspired by them. He doesn't see your independence as a threat. He sees it as a sign of your strength and capability. He understands that your gift was never meant to make him smaller. It was meant to make the vision bigger. So, what does he do? He begins to sow into you, not just with compliments, but with meaningful conversations, not just with dates, but with direction, not just with kisses, but with correction when needed, not to diminish you, but to develop you. He asks questions that no one else does. He listens to the details that others ignore. He celebrates your victories and doesn't shrink when your name is in the spotlight. This is cultivation. This is what love looks like when it's mature, when it's grounded in purpose, and when it's selfless in its actions. He's not trying to make you into something you're not. Instead, he's nurturing what you already are, helping you bloom in ways you never thought possible. And here's what makes this kind of love even more profound. Once he has sown what he needed to, once he's watered you with encouragement, truth, and clarity, he may step back. It may seem like he's disappearing once again. But this time, it's not just about him finding himself. It's about him trusting what he's planted in you. You see, a man who truly loves you isn't addicted to being needed. He's invested in your becoming. He's not always trying to fix everything for you. Sometimes love means stepping back and letting you bloom. He trusts that the seeds he's sown, his guidance, his support, his love, will grow within you, and that you will become the woman you were always meant to be. Love says, I've spoken life over you. I've prayed for you. I've stood beside you. Now, I trust the process God is doing inside of you. And sometimes, he disappears because he knows that if he stays too close, he might unconsciously shape you into something comfortable for him, not something that is authentic to you. So, he lets go of control and chooses cultivation, a much more difficult path, but ultimately a far more divine one. This, gentlemen, is how love matures. It's not a constant chase. It's not about possession or control. It's about nurturing, guiding, and allowing the space for growth, both in yourself and in your partner. When a man is truly grounded in purpose, he knows when to step forward and when to step back. He knows that love isn't just about being together in the moment. It's about building something lasting, something beautiful, and something worthy of God's design. In the end, love that is built on purpose, patience, and sacrifice will always outlast any fleeting attraction or temporary connection. This is the kind of love that transcends the superficial and becomes the foundation of a meaningful, enduring partnership. The quiet strength of a man who loves with purpose. As we continue to explore the essence of true love, we come to a powerful truth about the kind of man who is ready to build something lasting and meaningful. A man who doesn't need to be in the spotlight to feel secure. He doesn't feel the need to dominate your journey to validate his significance. His confidence isn't rooted in power or control but in peace. He finds joy not in possessing you, but in seeing you grow, in witnessing you rise. His love isn't about holding you back or keeping you tethered, it's about being a blessing to your life, not a burden. If you find a man like that, a man who builds without chains, speaks without silencing, and loves without limiting, you found something rare. This man isn't trying to make you his world. Instead, he's inviting you into the world he's building, a world where you both can flourish together. If he steps away for a while, it's not abandonment, it's alignment. He steps back because he trusts the soil. He believes in the seed. He knows that real love doesn't have to hover over you to prove its existence. Sometimes, the most powerful love is the one that cultivates from a distance, watching you rise, even if it means letting you shine on your own for a season. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't rush to possess you. He retreats to prepare for you. He understands that love isn't sustained by fleeting emotions. It's sustained by endurance. Real love doesn't just feel, it builds. It doesn't just desire, it disciplines itself. So, when a man starts to realize the magnitude of what it means to love you, to protect you, lead you, serve you, something inside him shifts. His spirit quiets. His appetite for the superficial fades. His schedule adjusts. Why? Because love, when real, comes with sacrifice. He starts to look at his life and identify what needs to go. He looks at his habits, his distractions, his ego, and begins to lay them down. Not because anyone forced him to, but because love has given him a higher standard. He understands that who he is today is not enough to carry the weight of what you, as his partner, bring into the relationship. So, he disappears, not to escape responsibility, but to embrace transformation. This disappearance may be misunderstood. It might seem like inconsistency, silence, or distance, but what's really happening is deeper than what meets the eye. He's stepping into the refiner's fire. He's seeking clarity. He's confronting his own immaturity. He's letting go of temporary pleasures to make room for an eternal purpose. This is not the behavior of a boy, it's the beginning of a man. A boy seeks instant gratification. a man chooses preparation for the future. He disappears into preparation. He chooses silence over spectacle. He chooses self-control over fleeting connections. While others are looking for love to validate them, he's in the background, quietly letting love elevate him. He's reading, praying, grinding, healing, fasting, because he understands that your heart is not a playground. It is a promise, and promises must be protected by process. So, he sacrifices. Sometimes, he sacrifices his own desire to be with you in the present in order to become the man you'll need later. He doesn't just want to stand next to you. He wants to be a hand you can hold when the storms come, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and intellectually. He's not interested in just holding your hand for the sake of affection. He wants to be a pillar of support when life gets difficult. That kind of strength doesn't come by chance. It comes by choosing preparation over pleasure. That's when you know a man is serious, not by how much time he spends texting you, but by how much time he spends with himself, confronting his weaknesses, facing his flaws, sharpening his mind, and seeking God's design for his life. His silence is not disinterest. It's development. He knows that real love won't let him stay the same. It pushes him to grow, to evolve, and to become the man who is worthy of the woman he loves. He embraces the tension, the sacrifice, and the hard work that comes with becoming the best version of himself. And one day, when the time is right, he will return. But when he returns, he won't come back with empty promises or vague intentions. He will come back with evidence that he has been in the presence of purpose. That he has prepared, grown, and evolved into the man you deserve. This kind of man doesn't just talk about love, he shows it. He doesn't just dream about the future, he builds it. And when he steps into your life again, it will not be with a flurry of words, but with a life lived and a purpose that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. So, don't mistake a man's absence for disinterest. Don't assume that his distance means he's running away from you. Sometimes, a man steps back because he realizes the value of what he holds. He knows that to offer you the love you deserve, he must first become the man who can give it. And in that waiting, in that preparation, love grows stronger. And when he returns, you will see that his love is not just an emotion, it's a deep, mature commitment to your shared future, built on purpose and sacrifice. The transformation of a man who truly loves. In the previous pages, we explored the idea that real love isn't based on fleeting emotions or surface-level attractions, but on deep, intentional growth and sacrifice. Now, let's dive into the next powerful truth. A man who truly loves you doesn't just show up, he grows up. When a man disappears during a season of discovery, don't panic. Don't assume the worst. Ask yourself, is he running away from responsibility or running toward refinement? Because when a man truly loves you, and when he's fully aware of the weight of what you carry in your life, he knows that in order to be the partner you deserve, he must grow. And growth requires time, self-reflection, and deep transformation. It's not just about waiting for the right moment, it's about becoming the right person. A man who loves you deeply and who has taken the time to disappear into his process, into his healing, his realignment, his self-discovery, will return with evidence of that growth. And this is crucial. He won't return with empty promises or recycled emotions. He won't come back just saying, "I miss you." Instead, he'll look you in the eyes and say, "I didn't just wait for you. I've been building something that has room for you in it." That's when you know the difference between a man who is lonely and a man who is ready. One is seeking relief, while the other carries revelation. A man in love doesn't just show up to pick up where things left off. No, he returns to reveal who he's become and where he's going. When he comes back, he doesn't come with explanations. He comes with evidence. He doesn't return to seek comfort, he returns with clarity. And this clarity is not just about his life, it's about what he envisions for the future, yours, his, and yours together. He won't simply offer you attention, he'll offer you direction. His words will reflect his transformation. They'll be filled with intention and alignment. He'll talk to you about his vision, where he's going, what he's building, what he's surrendered, and who he's accountable to. He won't say, "Let's just see what happens." He'll say, "This is what I've been preparing for. This is the road I'm walking. And I see you as a vital part of this journey." That's not fantasy, That's foundation. That's the result of a man who has disappeared into growth and returned with vision. But here's the important part to understand. Vision doesn't just benefit him, it brings structure to the relationship. It sets the tone. It creates a framework where both of you can thrive. A man who truly loves you doesn't just want to enjoy you for the moment. He wants to establish something with you that lasts. He doesn't want to guess his way through your heart. He wants to lead you in a way that reflects God's order, with responsibility, integrity, and purpose. And that's when you realize, he didn't disappear to avoid you. He disappeared to make room for you. Room in his mindset, room in his finances, room in his calling, room in his spirit. A man with vision knows that love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about becoming the right partner for what love will demand. So when he returns, you will feel the difference. He won't need to convince you of anything. The fruit of his transformation will speak louder than any words he could say. He won't just show up. He'll stand tall. He won't need constant reassurance from you because he'll be rooted in his own identity. He won't come to take from you. He'll come to build with you. And even if things aren't perfect, even if the road ahead isn't completely smooth, he will offer consistency. He'll offer intentionality. He will bring with him a peace that wasn't there before, because love has done its work. Because process has done its work. And because isolation has done its work. He is no longer reacting out of desire. He is moving from design. And that's the key difference between a man who wants you for the moment and a man who sees you in his mission. One consumes you, the other covers you. One flatters you, the other fights for you, not against the world, but against anything in himself that could ever risk losing you again. So, if he disappeared for a season and returns not with charm but with clarity, don't miss it. The man who loves you enough to grow in private will be the one who can lead you well in public. This is not just a love story, it's a story of purpose, growth, and a partnership that reflects something much bigger than both of you. And when he returns, you will see it. The evidence of his transformation will shine through, and the foundation of your future together will be stronger than ever. The sacred love that builds a legacy. As we've explored in previous pages, love that is grounded in purpose doesn't just revolve around emotions or immediate desires. When a man has gone through the refining fire of becoming, when he has sacrificed, grown, and returned with vision, there is a final transformation that takes place in his love for you. He will shift from loving you for what you give him, to loving you for what you can build through each other. This is love that has matured. The love of a man who has moved beyond self-interest. One who understands that the true goal of love is not about his own needs being met, but about fulfilling a higher purpose, your purpose. Together, this is where love moves from the realm of temporary union to something far greater, legacy. A man who has matured through love understands that the goal isn't just to marry you, enjoy each other's company, or build a home together. No, the true goal is to partner with you in establishing something that will outlive both of you, whether that's a family, a mission, a movement, or simply a life that reflects God's order. His love evolves into an investment in something eternal. He's no longer thinking about the short term, about quick thrills or fleeting pleasures. He's thinking in decades, not weekends. He's not building a temporary romance, he's laying the foundation for generational impact. This is where many people fall short. Because emotional love can give you sparks and fireworks. But only covenant love can give you fruit. And fruit takes time. It requires patience. It requires pruning. It demands consistency. This man, the one who truly loves you, no longer comes to you with promises of perfection. He comes with a long-term plan for growth for both of you. As individuals and as partners, he's not afraid of problems. He is committed to the process. And when he looks at you, he doesn't just see a lover, he sees a life partner. A co-builder, someone worthy of building with, and building for. He begins to ask different questions. Instead of asking, "What do I get from this?" he asks, "What are we becoming together?" Instead of thinking, "How can you complete me?" he begins to ask, "How can I serve what's inside of you so that our purpose together can be fully unlocked?" His masculinity shifts from dominance to covering. His leadership moves from control to cultivation. He doesn't just want to lead the house, he wants to make sure that the house is a reflection of heaven. And this is where love takes on a new depth, a divine side. Because now, Love isn't just a feeling, it's a force. It becomes the kind of love that births visions, breaks generational cycles, and brings peace to the future generations that will come after you. This is the kind of love that shows up in how he prays for you. It's in how he covers you when you're weary, how he protects not only your body but also your becoming. You'll see him honor your mind, study your calling, and stretch himself to match the weight of who you are. He won't just celebrate your beauty, he will make room for your brilliance to shine through. And even during the seasons of silence or hardship, he won't disappear this time. Why? Because now, he understands that it's no longer just about him. It's about the legacy of love being written through your union. His love has transformed into something eternal, something that will last far beyond the present moment. So, yes, when a man truly loves you, he might disappear for a season. But when he returns, his love will have evolved into something sacred, something stable, and something generational. He won't just return with empty promises, he will return with substance. With the evidence of the transformation he has undergone. He won't come back asking, "What do I need right now?" He will come back asking, "What are we building that will matter 50 years from now?" That's the difference. The man who truly loves you isn't just here for the short term. He's here to leave something meaningful through you, something that outlasts both of you. So, to every woman listening, don't fear the disappearance of a man who carries destiny. If he truly loves you, he won't leave to abandon you. He will leave to align. Because true love doesn't disappear to escape, it disappears to elevate. And when he returns, he won't just bring his presence, he will bring vision, purpose, and a life ready to build something lasting and beautiful. That is the difference between love that's temporary and love that's eternal. It's not about the moment, it's about the legacy.